I don't have that much time, but we're gonna do a quick react. Boom, perfect video. The loneliest actor in Hollywood. This is Andrew Garfield. I know him for really Spider-Man and Hacksaw Ridge. You guys haven't seen that movie? W fucking movie.
I think with a loss like that, the world
They should have gave Andrew Garfield another Spider-Man. I will say that though. He deserved the trilogy. He played the character pretty well.
Garfield has a complicated relationship with fame.
The world didn't make sense.
The sky is darkening.
I wasn't able to do anything. I was kind of wasted.
But you're quitting acting.
Yeah, I'm retired officially.
No.
I wanted
What? I wonder when that was. I mean, he came back for Spider-Man, so that's weird.
to stop.
What's hitting you?
I think what's hitting me, I don't know. I don't know.
I want it all to stop.
I have a blind spot about self-worth, I suppose.
And you moved back to the UK
Wait.
when you were 3.
He's from the UK? They pulled another Tom Holland? Are you serious? I didn't even know that.
So when I come back here, I actually do love it. So yeah, it was like the first 3 years of my life are probably the happiest years of my life.
Wow, that's actually crazy.
Acting responsibilities. I was out, you know, in nature with my mum and my brother. And
I feel like as much as he's known, he's still pretty underrated and niche. I haven't seen that many movies with him as the main actor, but the few movies that I have seen, he plays his role pretty well.
I had a lot of energy, and I was like just a monkey child, and, you know, and I was annoying as hell, and it needed to go somewhere, and I started doing gymnastics and swimming and
Wow.
rugby and football and cricket and just
No wonder he got
everything.
casted for Spider-Man.
But then something happened where I like stopped everything. I started, I think, secondary school, high school. I let it all fall away, everything fall away. I probably was depressed. I was definitely lost. I definitely didn't know why I was alive. I didn't know what we were doing here. None of it made sense.
I feel like a lot of people
Then,
go through that more and more
my mother
nowadays.
came in and saved the day. She said, "What about something creative?" And I said, "Well, okay." And yeah, theatre. You know, I tried it. It felt out of reach. It didn't feel possible. It felt totally out of reach.
Fuck you.
Oh, fuck.
Lions for Lambs, a ridiculous first movie.
So this is your American debut, which was directed by Robert Redford, starring some unknown people named Tom Cruise, Meryl Streep, and also Robert Redford.
Tom Cruise was in a movie with him?
From Prince's toilet to the red carpet. It's overwhelming.
It was this little child called Andrew Garfield that had never made a film before, and that's ridiculous.
I was just wondering, how do you find these roles? They're all pretty like niche specific parts.
I'm very lucky, yeah. I mean, you know what? I've been very lucky. Oh no.
I feel like actors back then, their chances were very small because now we have the power of social media. If you grow a following and that following is up there to the point where if you go submit for like casting calls, it's easier for you to get casted for certain roles. At least I would think so. Because back then they didn't have a following. It was literally if they fuck with his video for the submission, it was just purely based off of luck. Because I'm pretty sure they have hundreds, if not thousands, of people try to cast for something.
Pure luck, I think.
And the BAFTA goes to Andrew Garfield.
W Mans.
I have a blind spot about self-worth, I suppose. Because you can take it back if you... Yeah, real luck.
So there's more than that because you're also a talented actor.
I just put it down to bald-faced luck. Every time I get a job, I jump for joy and I thank something outside of myself. You know, that's my perspective on it. You know, I feel like I honestly don't give myself much credit.
I'm so curious about that kind of self-doubt. Exactly, it's maybe a healthy sense of like I still can do more. You know. That leads you.
I feel like even if people find their passion, if you don't take care of like your mental issues before you go into that, or you don't acknowledge them and go through it while you're doing whatever you love, it still always catches up to you in the end. Like there's still always going to be a point in time where you think like, okay, fuck, like I thought this is what I wanted to do and it was going to help my mental issues go away. But in reality, I think everyone starts to realize that it doesn't. And you need to go through that in order to help yourself out for the future. If not, it just consumes you.
From Boy A.
To a movie about Facebook, which is the social network.
Andrew Garfield playing Eduardo Saverin,
Ooh,
one
I
of the
remember this
real-life
movie.
co-founders of Facebook.
How about now? You still wired in?
You really put heart
in that role?
I was under the impression that we'd probably Fincher would probably go. He wouldn't need to do so many takes because he would want that raw emotion in the first few, and then he'd probably move on. But he didn't. It was the same as ever. It just did. I think we did about 35 takes of my coverage of that, and it was absurd. It was a really lovely moment. It was actually one of the first moments where on a film set where I really didn't give a fuck how I was doing.
Huh.
Jesse Eisenberg and Andrew Garfield will come up and take it home to him.
Went on to great acclaim and
Wow, that's
success.
crazy.
I think it led to,
He's from the Now You See Me movies.
It led to Sony becoming aware of me.
The Amazing Spider-Man is the next
W
film.
Mans.
So thanks for having me.
Wow, that's how they revealed the actor for Spider-Man?
But you'll be flying as Spider-Man.
It's something that you dream about when you're 4 years old, you know. And how often does reality match up with a dream?
That's crazy.
That you're gonna get a chance to portray a symbol that is meant so much.
I think because of how many reboots they've already done, any kid like believes that they could play Spider-Man in the future, you know, like if they really wanted to. And if they keep rebooting the character over the future, everyone's gonna feel like they have a chance. So him growing up watching Spider-Man and then playing him, same with Tom Holland, is just, that's crazy.
To you since you were old enough to understand the concept of justice, you know, it's just an incredible thing.
And it's the biggest movie in the world right now.
That movie and its sequel made nearly $1.5 billion.
That's what I'm saying. He deserved the trilogy.
And made Garfield a star around the world.
Is he a movie star? No. I don't consider myself a movie star at all, and I never will.
Dang. So he's pretty humble.
Garfield has a complicated relationship with fame.
With all the Spider-Man stuff, I kind of had this allergic response. I was like, I know I'm not ready for this in a way. I know I'm not ready for this level of scrutiny. For me, it's more about being exposed to that level of attention.
Yeah, I feel like becoming famous is a gift and a curse. Like once you become famous, you can no longer go in public without somebody recognizing you or wanting to take a picture. You can't do anything at all anymore. This reminds me of when Toby gets so mad when they try to take pictures of him and he's just over it, completely over it. Imagine having a camera flash in your face all the time, every single time you went out.
Maybe just too young, you know, I think, and I was in my mid-20s and I didn't know who I was yet. And I think I had a kind of a healthy, like, wanting to keep things at arm's length. Peter, at that time, I feel much more.
Where are you going?
Do you ever feel bad when you lie to someone that you're not who you are?
Never.
Never?
Never. If someone's like, hey, are you Andrew Garfield? And I can tell by the way, the energy with which they're asking,
That they care?
If I am the Andrew Garfield that they're looking for, or if they're actually asking if I'm me. Does that make sense? Like, I'm me.
Yeah.
And then there's this thing, Andrew Garfield, that people can get agitated about or kind of like excited about. And if they're asking in that way, I'm like, no, I'm not that.
Yeah, I guess people could sniff through the bullshit, you know, once you're famous. I think what he's saying is that it's split into two different characters. If people recognize him as the one that's famous, they're gonna go batshit crazy for a picture or a signature or whatever. But if he says, no, I'm not, and they genuinely can't tell that it is him, they're gonna be like, oh, just some normal guy on the street, and then just go about their day. So that's another effect that fame does have.
Well, I think with a loss like that, the world gets rearranged. I guess my ears were open enough to hear. Maybe the pain in my chest was like a depth of longing to understand and to want it was like I was asking for comfort. Like I had to. We have to ask to be helped in these moments.
Well, what's going on?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just thinking about my mom today. You know, she passed away not too long ago, and you know, I just miss her a lot. I hope this grief stays with me, because it's all the unexpressed love that I didn't get to tell her.
Dang.
It does feel so lonely and kind of precise. It feels just like this precise agony. And for a period of time, I didn't particularly want to. I wasn't able to do anything. I was kind of wasted. Like the world didn't make sense.
What's hitting you?
I think what's hitting me. I don't know.
A rumor that's going around that you're quitting
Oh,
acting.
Yeah, I'm
man.
retired officially.
No, but you're not.
No, I'm done. So I'm just gonna say goodbye now. Hello. Hi. Welcome. I'm Jonathan Larson.
What was it like to embody Jonathan Larson?
It was a dream come true. It was a dream that I didn't know I even had, that Lynn, you know, it was like being reunited with a long lost brother that
I should watch more movies with him in
This
it.
is a film about love, about loss. I mean, it's a lot of conflicting emotions in this film. And I know you were going through a lot of conflicting emotions personally prior to this. You suffered a great loss prior to this film.
Yeah.
I mean, do you see the pain that you were going through underneath?
Another thing I hate too, I see this with rappers, any form of artist, actors. Whenever people go interview them, sometimes the questions that they ask are pretty fucked up, but they know what they're doing in order for them to get like that article out or for them to get views. So he's asking personal questions that they know will get views, but don't really care how he'll feel. And it's pretty crazy to think about that because you never know what the interviewer's intentions really are.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's all in there, and I'm so happy that it is, because it's a tribute. All the grief.
I can't leave my career behind.
And I learned so much about myself.
We know the struggles, we know the rejection, we know the doubt, we know the temptation to give up. You know, countless failures, and yet we're still here. Who the hell are you? I'm Peter Parker. Yeah, I worked really hard. I think because of the fear.
Andrew, you did it. You just recently had a milestone.
What fear though?
I did. I survived.
You survived.
You turned the big 4-0.
4-0.
Make a wish.
Oh, he's a
I'm
W
40
actor.
years old now.
40? Damn.
And I know myself. And so if you love me, you love me. And if you don't love me, that's your loss.
He doesn't look like he's 40. Holy. Wow. What a video. Hell yeah.
One day we're gonna have the intros. The intros, bruh.